Hello? Hi, everyone. I hope I'm coming through okay. Let's get Marty moving. Sorry for the abrupt countdown. I was actually ready today. Like, oh, this is going to be different. I'm ready so early. It's like 10 minutes before the stream. Everything is sorted and happy. And then the microphone stopped working. So, who knows? Hopefully it's all working now, though. The meter on the screen is bouncing anyway. Like everything on computers, it was broken for absolutely no reason, and I did nothing that fixed it. Sooner or later, restarting things fixes everything, right? Well, I hope I'm coming through loud and clear to everybody. And we've even got Marty with us today. I'm going to have to move my resources a bit, aren't I? For now. Pop him over there a bit, eh? Maybe? Hey, chat is coming through. How's it going, Mike? Saying multiple Luna. How can I use multiple Luna? There's only one, isn't there? Hey, Jester. Hey, Steve. Hey, Ian. How's it going? Yeah, we're going to be doing Skymines with the only way to play solo is with a Luna opponent who can be added to higher player count games. I was kind of thinking, and actually have kind of had that thought repeated and confirmed by watching Paul Grogan's playthrough. He talked a little bit about like this is like a re-implementation of Mombasa, right? Which, if I remember right, wasn't even a 2-player game. It was a 3+ player game, and is one of the reasons that we only ever played it once at a gaming group and never really thought about it again because I can't remember what we thought about the game itself. But since it didn't play 2 players, it would have just left our minds instantly. This solo does come with the game. So, like, this Luna deck and everything, there is a phone app. It's probably too late to do it now. If I did another one at some point and, like, changed... Like, because there's tons of different things that you can do with this. So there are, like, there's different companies in the game. There's always the same 4 companies. But these tracks are double-sided and there's 5 of them. So you can jiggle it all around and change the bonuses, the thresholds, the payments, all of that kind of stuff. And there is a whole nother side of the board that is a more advanced mode. This is the moon side, and the other's the belt side, where some of the things work differently. And then there are some optional modules that you can add in, or you can play through a campaign, gradually adding those bits in, and play it all competitively. Or there is a section in the rulebook. There's not a ton to know. It looks like a pretty good, like, low overhead bot. Like, it is that fold out sheet, double sided. So it does say a few extra rules for how you might incorporate Luna into a campaign, but you can also incorporate Luna into like a higher player count game, into a 2 or 3 player game to beef up the player count. Because the one thing that kind of changes the most, well, there are 4 companies, and you're kind of competing for the most shares in those companies and for those companies to be the most profitable, but they're in the sky and stuff. And one of the things is putting these like buildings out onto the moon. And so, in a 2-player game, you aren't necessarily competing as much. Whereas in a 4-player game, there are 4 different companies. You're all vying for this smaller amount of space. But we will see. So, like, I've left everything at pretty standard setup. Like, and the Luna can be on tons of different difficulties. I think the standard difficulty that we're playing on is level 2, and then if you are, I think it can go all the way up to difficulty level 8. It's mainly them getting extra level 2 cards earlier, which they will gradually get throughout the game, on just level 1. But yeah, I haven't really looked at the... I did have a quick look, as I always do, to check if anyone's made a lovely player aid. But I don't think, like, now that I know what I'm doing, I don't think you really need anything beyond this. I think this is a pretty good player aid, and most of the stuff is just knowing some symbols and things. We'll see how we get on. And there's a great one for Luna as well, reminding you of the few steps for that. But yeah, I didn't look in any of the forums or anything. Is that the solo consensus that... So is it an official app or has someone made an app that adds more lunars in? So the lunar is a very good system as well, and it could actually be quite easily done by an app, wouldn't it? Because I was thinking at first, like, I wouldn't want to do it print and play because I wouldn't want loads more of these boards everywhere, especially if you were streaming it. But if one like web app or phone app could do multiple ones and just show you the cards and the amounts and stuff, that would be great. So we'll see the system like pretty soon enough. I just think, like, I don't want to just like jump in, especially because there wasn't much of a countdown. So that countdown time suddenly jumped to like 1 minute. It should have been 10 minutes. I was going to do a really big starting soon. Give everyone a chance to get here and see that it's gone live. But yeah, I had to prioritise getting the mic sorted. Hey Julian, hi from France. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Hey Matt. Hey Thomas. Hey James. How's it going? Right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I think, hey Ian, thank you so much for becoming a patron. I haven't seen it any, like my actual notifications that are supposed to be in this streaming program haven't told me anything, but I can see in the little preview screen that the recent patrons thing has changed. That brings me to the playthroughs. Like pretty much everything that I do, like unless it's like a video for a Kickstarter, really, pretty much everything that I do is not sponsored. It's funded by the Patreon. That is linked down here. It's linked in the description as well. Patreon.com/slickerdrips. And there is a Ko-fi as well in this kind of vicinity. They should be linked in the description too. But yeah, they're the way that all of this can happen. Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve linked it in the chat as well. If you would like to join up or donate or contribute anything that you can, then it massively helps all of this to exist. And yeah, there are goals on there, which actually, like, seem to be, I feel like there's very good progress being made. I've promised some massive, like top 100 or something. I've overpromised, but hopefully we'll overdeliver. And if we reach 200 patrons, which we're getting towards, we had quite a lot in January. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining up whenever you joined up. And yeah, I'd like to do something like that though, because I need to do like a put my foot down, like cut down of these games, because it's gotten way past the point of me being like, oh, it's too heartbreaking to get rid of all of these things. Because yeah, there's just piles of things everywhere, and I need to be more brutal about it all. But yeah, maybe actually ranking things would make me realise, actually, when it comes down to it, all of these things that I do love, I actually like 100 things better than them, and maybe I should love them and let them go at last. Okay, my streaming software has gotten to the point where it's not going to show me any of the chat anymore, so I'll have to just keep looking at both of the monitors. It's not an ideal situation, but it'll work out. Game shines at 3+, so it accommodates multiple lunar. All right. I didn't really think about adding more, but it definitely makes sense, because yeah, you only need this deck of cards, which would be the same for adding multiple ones. Hey Rachel, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Only donate for the cat treats. Marty appreciates them. The few that he's allowed to have were basically just dreamies are piling up everywhere, but he's on a constant diet, so he's only allowed a couple. But let's not mention food anywhere around him. We've just about managed to. This is the first stream he's been on for ages, isn't it? Let's not scare him out of here. Right, I think let's get going then with some Skymines. So we are in the sky. We're doing some mining. There is a moon. It's got minerals in it. We're going to get them out, basically. There are these 4 competing companies, and we are dodgy kind of businessmen types that are going to be using our wiles in the forms of these cards to try and basically do mining out on this moon, try and get shares in the companies, try and make the companies worth the most. That's one way you can get points, though. There are also doing these research projects. There's a little marker that will go along as we get these research projects from the board. The further we can move this upload marker, the more points we'll get at the end. We are trying to get this helium. The more this marker moves by the end of the game, we will get more points. And also, the last way that you get points, I haven't forgotten, Okay, I've forgotten one of the ways. My lovely list, my lovely prepared list of points at the start. There are 4 ways, and I'm not going to forget one now. Come on, what's the last way? Da-da-da. I've just had the game. Yep. The cash you have on hand. Of course it's the cash you have on hand. Money is points. We start with 1. They're like cry coins? Yeah, basically, we are like morally, I don't know about the theme still. We're in space now, and there's a lot of concerns about the original theme that are left behind with that. But it's a kind of that's something about terraforming Mars, amongst other things in its multiplayer nasty aspects either, which admittedly we just threw out of the game. But yeah, like being just these companies trying to be the richest one. I want to be a nice one. But anyway, we'll get into character. I really want to be a nasty businessman. We don't have to be nasty, do we? I'm sure these are lovely, happy, nice corporations that only want the best for all of us, as corporations do, right? Hey, Radisson. It's an awesome web app that lets you add up to 3 at a time. Oh, that's brilliant then, because like that means like I could just do it in a corner of the screen or something like that. So even easier. So yeah, the more I have to zoom out, already it's a fairly big board with some boards around it. The more I have to zoom out, the less clear everything gets. I'm going to do like miniature versions of all of the boards so we can zoom in and be perfectly clear. So what do I need to do then? I have a hand of cards. Everyone starts with the exact same hand of cards. It's mainly various minerals and things, and energy, and also a research scientist. We start with the same ones, but we have a different starting project, and based on what that starting project is, you have to put 3 of your cards up top. It tells you which ones. These are like your reserve piles. We're not going to get access to those. They're kind of discard piles. At the end of each round, we'll be able to pick up all of the cards from one of these piles and then discard the cards that we play onto those piles. So we'll only gradually be able to get some back. There's 7 rounds in the game to try and do all of our stuff in. So what we need to do in the preparation phase, all of the normal players would do this at once. You pick 3 cards. We've got 3 slots, basically, where we're allowed to play cards. You might unlock more slots later by moving up this track and this track. But for the start of the game, we can pick 3 of those cards, and we will then spend those cards in actions to do things, to invest in the companies, to do research. We also have bonus markers that will let us do extra stuff as well. So what do I want to try and do? I would like, I'm not sure how easy I'll find it, I would like to do some research. I've kind of thought, like, strategically, I'm a fledgling in this game, but the cheap card that's come out, see, the costs on cards are the costs in the corner and the number on the board. So there's like there's one cheapest card that doesn't have anything extra on it. So the cheapest card that's come out is another research scientist. That's all I really need to kind of think, well, maybe I'll try and do a load of research in this. So maybe I want to try and get research points. Best way of getting them might be putting things out on the board. The best way of doing that is to get energy. So I'm thinking maybe a bit of energy early on. But if I want to buy that card, I'm going to need to put some resources down as well, which is going to make it a bit harder to afford the things I want to afford. Because actually, the only 2 resource card that I've got, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, spreading the cost of these resources is going to be tough to try and afford that little card. Maybe I'm going to have to sell something and try and get some money. Just thinking, when you buy cards, you spend energy, you spend minerals equal to the cost, but they have to be the same type. And unfortunately, the carbon, the blue resource, is the one that my starting research project here wants me to have out and in my hand. I could, of course, get different cards, so later I could build up to having things. But maybe I'm not going to be able to get all of this energy and afford to be able to buy that card. I don't think anyway. Anyway, you pick 3 cards. Let's get 3 cards picked then. I could just move up that bit anyway and just try and get this card back later, or buy a card that would let me afford some things. Let's just... yeah, let's have all sorts of stuff and try and build it up better later. So I'll just put a little variety of things out there. So normally you'd play them in secret and then you'd reveal them to everyone and we'd all see what everyone has played. But, oh, actually, we need to shuffle these Luna cards because that one's out there to help me judge where the boards should be so they're not in the way of each other. So that's what we do for my setup. For Luna, all of Luna's level 1 cards are shuffled up here. We need to put 3 of them in her available slots, same as me. She's got 3 at the start of the game. But also, she needs 2 cards revealing up here. So the cards are... well, they're not multi... I guess they are multi-use. Depending on where they get put on the board, different bits of the cards apply. So the cards that go up the top here, these are how many resources Luna has theoretically played. Because it is important for certain places where you can place your bonus markers to have played the most of the various resources in the game. Also, there are tiny icons telling you that she's played research scientists or just scientists because, yeah, it's research scientists, because there is a bonus marker for having played the most research scientists. This can change throughout the round, as it will with players. So at the moment, let's see. At the moment, Luna has got 3 carbon, so I haven't got the most. But after she's done her 3 actions, we'll see, that might get flipped over, and then I might have the most. Similarly, in a multiplayer game, you might not have the most carbon now, but if you wait for someone to use their carbon, then you would have the most and be able to do that bonus space. So that's why we have those cards at the top. All of the text on them is irrelevant up there. That only matters for down here. We always go first. And so with that said, what am I going to get up to? So here are the various things that you can do on your turn. But it's pretty simple, really. You can spend resources. It's kind of the interaction between everything that gets all complicated. You can spend resources of a single type, as many cards as you like, but it's all got to be the same kind of resource, to buy 1 card and or advance on company cards. So you can get change if you've paid too much for something. You will just advance on companies instead. And hopefully make them worth more, unlock abilities, and get shares in those companies, which will be worth points at the end. You can use all of your energy, so you can't split this up. It's got to be all of the energy you've played to expand a company. That's how we put the houses of the company out on the moon. You can use a research scientist card to do a load of things. You can use a field scientist card to do a load of things. You can put one of your bonus markers on bonus spaces. So we've got the ones I've already talked about where you have to have the most of something. Or we've got these down here that have a particular cost that you want to pay to be able to do those bonus actions. So you can play those for your turn, or you can drop out and pass when you've finished with everything. Hey David, go for the cat cam. Well, it's a rare occurrence at the moment, so I don't blame you. I would come just for the cat cam. So what would I like to get going first? I would kind of like to wait and see if I could... yeah, I want to do my research scientist first, I think, before I spend my resources. Oh, but I want money. No, I don't want money. I don't want money. Here we go. So I'm going to play my research scientist first. So the research scientist does a few things in order. First of all, I can pay 2 cry coins, pay 2 money, to flip over one of my research tiles. This basically nullifies the requirements of the card, of the tile, so you can just skip over it. But it also gets rid of the reward too. I'm not going to do that. I can't afford to, and I don't want to, and I haven't got one that I can flip. Can you flip the starting one? Maybe you can. Then you can move your upload marker. So to do this, you can pass over as many as you like. They have to be tiles, not empty spaces, but they can be flipped ones as well. You have to satisfy the requirements of the research tile. So this one wants me to have 2 carbon available in my play area here. So have the cards. I don't have to spend the carbon to do it, but I have to have that available. So that's why I want to do the research scientist before I've spent this carbon. So I can do that. If I had more tiles, I would be able to skip over more in the same action, and that would be amazing. Unfortunately, I can't do that just yet. So it's just going to be 1 space. The one that you stopped on, you get the reward. So that's going to be 1 coin. And I think it's worth mentioning as well, the game comes with some lovely kind of tuck boxes that you fold up and make, and a little insert to divide them up. That's a really neat little thing. So I've got 2 coins. I have got 2 coins now. So if I played another one, it would be great. And then I get 2 research points. So your research points are not represented by any track, any tokens, anything like that. You've got them, you spend them, and then that's it. No change or anything like that. So the points can be used to buy these research tiles, and you can see on the right hand side what the tiles on each row cost. You can grab any one that you like, or you can have a coin if you want to. If you choose any of the leftmost ones that are kind of surrounded by a little extra red border, you can have the coin that is waiting there. So that's kind of more tempting to take one of those. I've got 2 research points. Now these ones on the very top row here will appear as the rounds go on, so nothing to choose from there. The A and B tiles both cost 1. The B tiles are a bit harder to do, but I kind of like, I was planning earlier on just taking loads that were kind of all carbon and doing them all in one go, but now I've spent that, I'm less inclined to do that. The top ones are the easier ones to do, so I would like to take them, and I would kind of like to get the coins. I think let's grab one that's something a bit different then. Let's grab this one that's got minerals on it. Come over to my player board. It's got minerals and titanium on it, the green and grey resources. I can put this on my research track. I can put it anywhere I like. Well, I'll say anywhere. It's an A tile, so it can't go on any of these spaces that have got an A crossed out on it. I don't have to put it right next to where my marker is or the next tile along or anything like that. I can put it anywhere and try and build up patterns so that I can skip a load later on. I think we could just build up some research. You know what? I might just change my mind straight away. I'm going to change my mind. And I'm going to take these 2. I might not be able to do them anytime, like really soon, but they both want carbon and titanium, 2 and 1 and 2 and 2. I'm going to put them right next to each other, and I'm going to try and build towards that. Yeah. Might take me a bit of time. I might have to buy some cards, but I think I can get it done. So that's going to be my first thing. So I haven't got the most scientists, and I don't think I'm going to get it anytime soon. I get this coin because I took the leftmost tile. They don't get refreshed, do they, until the end of the... No, it's the cards that don't get refreshed right away. These get refreshed, but they don't slide along or anything. I think I'm right in saying. They both reward me with some coins if I can get across them. So I've had my first turn. I have used that research scientist now. So they go face down. And we go to Luna's board. And we flip up their leftmost card. And it tells us what they are going to get. So Luna gains 2 movement points on each of the 2 most valuable company tracks. Now, how valuable a company is based on these buildings being out. See, as we reveal more and more, we'll reveal these coin spaces, and that determines how much the company is worth. When none of that's been done, they're all the most valuable company, but the player aid reminds us that whenever they're tied in value, the one whose station has more vacant spaces is considered more valuable. If this doesn't break the tie, it is the tied track whose ID comes first in alphabetical order. Because I've just used the starting setup, it said A1, B1, C1, D1. So A1 is first, that's the most valuable, and then breaking the tie, B is the two most valuable. So Luna is going to move 2 up on here and here. Luna did get a starting tile, doesn't have to do any of the stuff, doesn't have to put it on here and progress like I have to, but did get the starting benefit, which was 3 movement up this track. Mine gave me 2 up this track. So it does that, and then Luna will discard the B and C research plans that match this Luna card slot. So if we look at the bot again, you can see that Luna's tiles, which is just the other side of a player board, have letters next to them. So Luna is going to discard the B and C research tiles with B on them. So these ones here. So it's going to be the first, it's going to be the second one, isn't it? From both the sections. So they are discarded. And then filled back up. Hi Michael, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. And that is Luna's turn. Simple as that. The card tells you what to do. The rulebook will go into a bit more depth if you need it. You might with the expansion and a few actions like that. But sometimes, yeah, it's just that. So for me next, do I want to try and hold off and try and have the most of something? At the moment, Luna's got 0 energy. I do have the most energy. I'm tempted to get something done with that. I've got 3 bonus markers. Let's get one done and show you how it works. So you can see on the bonus marker there, to be able to pop your bonus marker here, you need to have the most energy showing under your player board. So I have got that, but I've not got a ton. If I had 6 or more energy showing, I could take the best reward. As it is, I have to go for the top reward here, the basic one. You can choose a worse one if you want, and you might want to for some of the other tracks because you can get different rewards rather than just better and better like on this board. But I have 2 energy showing, so I can go 2 up the Skymine Company's track and I get myself a coin. I want that money. So is this going to show me the track? I think this is going to show me the track. So 1, 2. This little icon here shows me that I now have, as well as Luna, 1 share in this company. At the end of the game, I will get points based on the number of shares I have. You can also buy cards that have shares on them too. Multiplied by the value of the company, which we've seen is the number of coins that are showing once the buildings have been put out from these spaces. So going up 2 on there isn't too bad. And we're kind of fighting over this same company track, even though there's only 2 of us and 4 companies. I also get a coin for doing that. That's my turn. So going up to Luna, Luna gains 2 helium. So just moves her marker up on the helium track. And Luna gains the displayed card from the space marked X. So that is going to be, oh no, she's taking the cheap card. So our plan of getting a research scientist is going away. And the displayed card from the space that matches Luna's card slot. So it is going to be this bottom one because it's in the C slot. So Luna gains cards. She's not going to play these cards, but they will count for things, especially if they get shares in companies. That's when it can get dangerous for me. But they're also kind of limiting your options, refreshing the display more at the end and stuff. So, okay, I have dawdled a bit too much then, perhaps. I'm not going to get that. I want titanium as well, don't I? I could get more carbon here. I could get titanium next time anyway. I haven't got 3 of a resource, though, to be able to get more of that. How does it compare to Maracaibo? I think it's very different to Maracaibo. But I think it's easier to run as well because the cards kind of just tell you what Luna is doing. But there's apparently been a lot of discussion about like maybe you want to play with multiple Lunas to get things a bit more crowded because there's a lot of people saying the game is a lot better at 3 and maybe even 4 is the ideal thing because there are 4 companies all vying for space on this limited planet. So if there's just 2 of us, like in a solo or a 2-player game, the competition is not going to be as tense for that. So what would I like? I've got some money. I could buy a card with money. There is a bonus space down here. It costs you a coin to go on here, but you can buy a card with coins rather than resources. So that could be a way that I get to maybe move a bit more next time. I'm not going to have another research scientist, am I? So I'm not entirely sure which one I would buy right now, because I could buy a research scientist there, because there are research bonuses as well that want you to have a load of scientists. I've got energy I could be using to get people out, or to get these structures out. So I'm not really kind of ahead on a track that... See, I want to make this company worth a load because I've got a share in it now, but so has Luna. So I'm less inclined in a way. I would like to advance in companies. I would like to play... I'd kind of like to play another bonus so that I could be left with the most carbon. Well, cross my fingers and hope to get left with the most carbon so that I could take this action and move a bit more. It would be the top track. Now, I'd only get to move 2 spaces, but it's something. So let's think about that. Let's spend the energy then. Let's spend some energy. You have to spend all of your energy in one big go. I've got 2 energy. And let's get spending it. Up at the top. Is this going to zoom in the right place? Yeah, pretty much. So I am going to take buildings off here and put them out onto the board. They have to kind of spread out adjacent, but the number of lines they're going through is the number of energy it's going to cost you. And it can be measured from the station, where they come from, and it can be measured from where you've already got a building. So if I was already there and I wanted to put one out there, that only costs me 1 energy because it's only really going through 1 barrier. These doubles cost you 2, and you decide where these buildings are coming from as well. They don't have to come from the same column. You can spread them out if you like, but you kind of want to get them all from 1 column. You have to work from the front back because these back spaces not only make the company worth 2 coins more for every share that you've got, rather than just 1 for all the other spaces, but these spaces have got a cross on them as well. At various points in the game, you might find these buildings going back and making the company worth less, but these spaces can never be filled again, so it'll permanently make the company worth a bit more. So I think I might like to get some buildings from here. I've got 2 energy, so that's 2 structures, and the place that you put them on will get you some bonuses right now. So we've seen research points and what they do. They get you more of those tiles. This is move up that many spaces in the track of the company that you are doing right now, that you are building. This is move up the helium track, same as Luna did. We would like to do that as well. It can get us some benefits. Or we could just get ourselves a coin over there. I think 1 energy, let's pop this out here. It recommends when you're spending your energy, pop them kind of standing up, and then when you take the benefit, lie them down, just because especially later on, when the board starts to get more populated, you could forget what you're doing. So I'm going to pop 1 there for 1 energy. Would I like another research point? Or... yeah, I kind of think I would. Or would I like a coin? A coin would go very well as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford all of the things that I want to do necessarily. So yeah, I'm going to have another research point. So you earn all of your research points before you spend them. So there is a bit of remembering involved. I do get 2 up this track though. So on space 2 there, nearly got a share. And 2 research points. So what do I want to spend those on? I kind of would like another couple of things that go together. Maybe these 2. Now, I don't have to stay taking the A's. And if I want the next 2 spaces filling up, I can't only take A's. So maybe that should play into your thought process a bit. Do you know what? this one, you've got to have a research scientist as well. Probably not going to get to do them all in one go. Because it's not necessarily a research scientist. This is have a scientist showing. Has to be a different one than the one you're using to actually progress. I've only got one scientist at the moment. Missed out on getting an extra one. I think let's just go for another combination of resources. I think that's going to be okay. Hey, Papersmith, how's it going? I'm liking it so far. So yes, I'm going to just pop them. Oh, but they're both A's. That's the problem I was trying to fix, wasn't it? Okay, we'll just need to... I'll take an A and a B, and we'll just need to get some more minerals, the green. Yeah, because that's quite a bit needed there. But I can't put an A on this slot. I don't have to build, as I said before, I don't have to build them next to each other. But I'm kind of trying to get patterns to go. Hopefully it'll work out. So that was all from spending the energy to put the things out and getting the bonuses. So Luna seems to go for the higher number spaces most of the time. All right. Low numbers are less likely to be replaced. Ah! So yeah, when Luna puts things out, they'll argue with you on the higher numbered spaces. Okay. And don't forget the temporary scientists. Oh yes, there is a scientist down here as well. One of each type. Bonus marker, 2 coins. You can grab yourself a scientist there too. Luna is going to gain 2 on the second most valuable company track. Well, the most valuable is now this company. So the second most valuable, they're all worth nothing. So alphabetically, this one, they go up 2 again on here and gains each of the displayed cards that match the D slot. So the D slot is this. I assume if they can't take one, they just don't get one. If it's not there, we don't do a space is empty, I just don't gain a card. Simple as that. Okay, when Luna has played her 3 cards, you shuffle them up, and it might make one of her majority cards discard as well. So the card that goes on the top of a discard pile, if the left number is biggest, we discard the leftmost card, right? If at the rightmost, yep. Check the one. Yeah, if the left number is biggest, we discard the left majority card. If the right number is biggest, we discard the right majority card. If the numbers are equal, we don't discard any majority cards. They will get discarded at the end of the round and replaced, but in this case, left is biggest, so the left one gets discarded. Right? So back to me. I've still got my bonus markers. I've now got a majority in carbon, which is what I was kind of waiting for. I get to just carry on now. I was kind of waiting for that. I've got 2 carbon. 1 carbon gets me 2 movement on this track. 3 would have gotten me 3 movement, but I didn't really have 3 unless I wanted to play both my cards for it. It gives me 2 movement anyway. So I've now got a share, 1 more space, and I will earn a coin, and I'll be into this section that has a power on it, and I get to use that power once I'm in that section. So I've still got a bonus marker. I've got the coins to be able to get a temporary scientist. I'm kind of leaning towards getting an extra card, though, to help me out with things. What's happened up here? I've knocked it all about. And I haven't refilled it. I was kind of thinking of getting one of these 2s, get another 2 carbon, perhaps. Because I do want to build up minerals, but they're maybe next time. So I'd like to unlock the slots and be able to play more cards and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to pay a coin to be able to buy a card with money, and I'm going to get another carbon, because my next 2 research spaces want carbon available. I'm not going to get to do it next turn, though, because I haven't got a scientist. So whoever put my card... Oh, here's my cards. Yeah, I'll have a carbon next time, so it can go with that. I've got the wands for all 3 things. Yes, I think I'd be able to do a bit with all of that built up. I could get my minerals back in a future turn. Yeah, let's buy a carbon. So it's going to cost me 4 in total. 1 to do the bonus action, and 3 for the card. Spending money because that's what the bonus action lets me do. So I'm penniless again. That card goes into my hand. And then I've got no bonus markers left. I've just got this 2 carbon. I can't afford any cards with that. So what you can do instead, and you can do this if you've overpaid for a card as well, you can spend the resources to go up company tracks. This can be split across multiple companies. Energy, all got to be on the same company. But I can split this across. So I think I definitely want to spend 1 to go up this track, because it's going to earn me a coin. And I've gone over the threshold now, which means... I don't think my lovely north angle... Oh, there we go. That angle shows it here a little bit better, albeit upside down. I've now got a new space where I can place a bonus marker. This, if I am willing to remove a card from my hand, so destroy it, essentially, then I can get money equal to this number in the corner of the card, plus 3. It's similar to one that's available normally for everyone. It will get you the value plus 2. But it's also a bit more special. Only I can use that one. So I've got another option there. I've got another company movements. So I'd kind of like, whenever you've got energy, you've got plus 1 energy. As long as you've got 1 somewhere, you've got an extra 1. That's tempting. I am kind of close to this. This one down here is if you are spending minerals to buy a card, then the card is discounted by 1. So that's kind of tempting as well, but I'm far off that one. Let's go up it. I'm going to go up that 1 space. I could just keep going up that one and try and get to the next slot, get more shares, but there's plenty of time. We're only in round 1. So I think that's it. I am going to drop out because there's nothing else that I can do at all. So you flip your used cards face up. Pick up 1 of your resting decks. So it's basically, which card do I want to pick up for next time? I don't think I want it to be the 1 energy. I've already got 3 carbon in my hand. I don't necessarily need it to be my titanium, do I? Because I wouldn't have the scientist to be able to advance yet. So I think I might leave the titanium and grab the minerals back. So you get the whole pile. It just happens that at the first round, they've only got 1 thing in. Then your used cards need to go on separate piles up here. So I think I'm going to put them together because I could grab that pile next time and it would be the things... Oh, it would be the things that I need, but that's not a good idea because you want the scientist to be with the other card that you need. There we go. And we'll put the energy together because then I can just grab a load of energy all in one go. Okay, that's dropping out of the action phase. Then preparing for the next round, you need to flip the next special research token up. And it's got a coin to remind you that goes in this space. And so we've got this special one here. You need to pay some coins to go over that one if you've got it, but you will get some extra points at the end for having gone past it. Right. Yes, move that one. Take back your bonus markers. And this is the point where you would get these tiles if you'd placed your markers on these bonus scientists and that. And then fill up the card display. So these cards shuffle down based on the arrows. Do we discard any? I don't think we do we? Ration phase. I remove everything remaining in the right one. There we go. Slide the cards. Empty space is lowest to highest number. So these fill up, and the cards are all in different stacks. Well, not different stacks, but there's different letters, and so they were shuffled. All the E's on the bottom, then the D's, then the C's. So you can see the cards starting to come out now. That if you have those cards at the end of the game, they will give you a share in that particular company. So we've refreshed the cards, and I think that's it. We need to. Luna hasn't spent any bonus markers. Discard. Oh yeah, discard the other card in the majority slots. And that's that. When we need to shuffle. Yeah, when we need to shuffle anything of the Luna deck, that's when they get more cards. Yeah, when the deck runs out, you add a face-down grade 2 card to it. So I think we are ready then. So my preparation. I want to pick up this pile next time and do my research in round 3. So I would like to have... I'd like to have loads of stuff. I'd like to have gotten that research scientist now. I would like to have like 3 of a resource so that I could... So I'm not limited to only being able to buy that one card with it. And if I do get to buy that card and want to buy that card, then I'd have one spare that I could move up a company with. Energy's nice just for expanding. I want to hang on to the 2 carbon for the research next time then. You don't have to necessarily do a load of research, just that I've kind of gotten these tiles, haven't I? Well, if you fill up all the slots, every research point you would get in the future is 2 coins instead. I think energy would be a nice way of making a company worth a bit more, but also... Or have I taken them from different columns? That was daft. I'm going to retcon that. I want them to come from the same column, because it does immediately make it worth a bit more. But yeah, I want to try and work towards the ones in the back, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So Luna has got 3 there, and then majority cards. She's got 4 carbon and 4 minerals. Nothing else. No scientists. So I would have the majority in scientists if I'd just played 1 this time. But no. So it is my choice to do something. What do I want to do first? I have got 3 minerals. So I could easily pick myself up a card. And there are actually quite cheap cards out, aren't there? If we have a little zoom in on them. The field scientist is just 1. You can only get 1 card. So I could just do it separately. Just spend 1 resource to get that field scientist. The field scientist just earns you 1 helium, well, 1 up the helium track, and then 2 coins. Or the research scientist down here. More opportunities if I've got more of those cards to keep doing more research in consecutive turns. That's kind of attractive. I would like more resource cards to not be as dependent on a particular thing. And I want more minerals more than anything. It's unfortunate that hasn't come out, but I could get it next time maybe. But what about bonus tiles? Because at the moment, oh no, I have not got the most minerals. because she's gone and played 4. I do have the most energy, so I could go up the Skymine, the Yellow Company's track again. I've only got 2 energy, so it would be 2 spaces and a coin. Working towards that +1 energy space. That is one of me 3 things though. I also get a coin, so then I'd be able to afford one that maybe got me a extra research scientist or an extra couple of energy for next time. This doesn't take up a card slot, by the way. It's kind of its own extra card slot. Yeah, waiting for them to not have the most minerals anymore could be a really long time. I'm going to spend 2 minerals. Just spend 2 minerals. And I am going to get that research scientist into my hand. Hey, Remus. How's it going? Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Oh, thanks for watching from Romania. From all around the world. That's my action then. That's what we're doing. We're just getting that card? I think so. Luna, what are you up to? Luna gains 2 movements on each of the 2 most valuable company tracks. Come in for me. So that's going to be the most valuable company that's worth 1. And then all the others are tied. So alphabetically, it is this one. She does get the coin for moving into this threshold. And then Luna discards the latest face-up special research plan. Oh dear. So no chance to get that one. That's gone. And the A research plan that matches the card slot. Well, it's the B card slot, so it's going to be this A tile. Okay. So, do I want to use that bonus slot while I've got the energy? So as soon as I spend it, I'm kind of hanging on to this one, hoping that she gets rid of the card in that slot. I could do other bonus things. I've only got 1 coin though, so I'm a little bit more limited. Like buying a card with coins? No. Getting rid of a card from my hand? Potentially. Yeah, one of my 1 resource cards. I could get 3 coins for doing that. That's something to think about, maybe. Yeah, let's have the energy bonus while I've got the energy. Oh, I can get +3, can't I? Because I've got that up there. Maybe one of them should go on that. So I'm going to go 2 up this track. So I'd like to at least get the energy bonus at some point. And I get a coin too. Luna is getting 2 coins and moving their marker. And places a bonus marker onto the space that matches her slot. It is C, which is going to be this marker. So she doesn't actually get this next round, the research scientist, but I can't take that. But I've bought a research scientist card now, so I don't need it. Okay. So maybe spend the energy now that I've done my most energy thing. Yeah, which company do I want to expand though? I want money. I want more. So with 2 energy, it would be nice to put out 2 things again. Do you know what? It would be quite nice to do. Ooh. Yeah, these might get taken over later, so I might regret this. You're still there. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to go on here for the coin. Yeah, there for the coin. And then I can count adjacent to where I already have. I'm supposed to put them all down first and then get the rewards. Tip them up, lie them down. Then I get a movement up the track for this space. And I get a research point. Ah, I was going to take this one just because it's for the coin here. But this one wants you to have 3 minerals. And already for this kind of group of movement, I'm going to want 4 minerals. So that's kind of an easy skip along a bit further, isn't it? If I can make any of this happen. It's got a rubbish reward, though, compared to the 4 coins on this one. But maybe we can get more tiles and keep it moving past that. So that's my energy. Luna is going to... On the company track, on which Luna leads by the biggest margin, she gains 2 movements. Okay, she leads on here by 1 and here by 3. So she gains 2 on there. And then she's going to expand. So I make sure I've got this right. So the number in the arrows, this 2 here, is how many things she's going to put out. And min is the numbers. She expands that company. So it's going to be this company expanding. And it's going to be on the lowest numbered spaces at the back of the rulebook to make sure I'm doing it right. So I put it as follows. Take the top outpost from the main outpost column. So the main outpost column is the one that's got the most vacant home spaces that aren't this one. As it is, they're all even. So she picks the one that's closest to the logo. So it's going to be the top one from here. And then that's the main one because it's got the most showing. So it takes that one. It shows a min. So it's going to be the reachable vacant sector with the lowest sector number. And they've all got, if you can see, kind of maybe zoomed in a little bit better, they've all got faint numbers written on each of the sectors. So it's not going to bother you if you're just playing normally. But if you are playing solo, the numbers are important. So that is going to be the reachable vacant sector with the lowest number. That's a 9 right there where I've gone. That's not vacant though, because I'm in it. So it doesn't matter really the number of energy that she would have. It's just the number of, for each point, put an outpost out. I don't think it matters. It's just got to be adjacent. Doesn't matter if it's a double or a single line. So that's going to be number 10 up here. Almost out of shot. Doesn't get the rewards from these things, so we don't have to worry about that. And then number 14, 19, 20. It's going to be number 14. So expanding out a bit there. It works differently on the other side of the board. But hey, that's for another time, isn't it? There we go. Moved 2 up that track and expanded the company a bit. Made it worth some money. I do have a share in it, so that's not too bad for me either. Okay. Now, that's her 3rd card. So we have to see if she's getting rid. There's an even and there's a higher on either side. I would like her to get rid of the right-hand card. I'd better put these face down, answer, if I'm shuffling them up. Might as well be a still image of Martin, mightn't it? And it's going to be... Oh, I've left them over, don't I? It's going to be even. Neither of them get discarded. No majority for minerals is happening. So what am I going to spend my bonus markers on? I do have a bit of money. I think we should maybe get rid of, say, I've already bought a 2 carbon. Maybe the 1 carbon could go away. I'm going to go up on my special bonus space up here that I can just about reach. And then I can get rid of it from the game and get its value plus 3. So that's going to be 4 coins for me, which doesn't seem too bad. Got 7 to work with now, so another bonus one is a lot more affordable. Maybe buying another card. So next time I've got my 2 blue and 2 grey sorted. Do I buy the minerals? Because in future I'm going to want a scientist and 4 minerals and 1 titanium. So I'm going to want to buy that scientist next round, I think. Yeah, I'm going to buy another card with money. So it's 1 for doing the action and 4 for the card. So 5 in total. I'm going to get that minerals card to try and keep doing this track. Because we might be able to get a good chunk of movement out of it. Oh, I should replace that tile. Not one I was hoping for, I don't think. If I get 2 titanium, though, maybe it is. We'll have to see. Okay, that's my bonuses done, and I've got this 1 minerals. I can get the field scientist. Do I want the field scientist card, or do I want to go 1 space up a track? I don't think I'd play the field scientist. Let's work towards getting this +1 energy, I think. Yeah. So that's that played. Then for dropping out, flip them face up, grab a pile. I already planned I wanted this pile. And then discard them out. I was building all the energy up here. I could still do that. And just like next time, I want these minerals. So maybe I want to, grab the energy all in one go. But I could just pile it up. I'm not going to have any energy for a bit, am I? Let's put that on there. That there. I'm not going to need that energy immediately. And that there. I think that sounds good. Pick up one of your things. Put your used cards there. And then in preparation, Luna gets bonus markers back. Doesn't take the things. Discards the majority cards. And then for main preparation, we need to flip the next special research plan up. So it costs you 3 coins, but it can give you 6 extra points. And we pop a coin there, but nobody took the coin. Does it stack? I'm not sure, actually. Let me know in the chat. I assume it doesn't, but if it does, I can stack it up. No problem. Then take back your bonus markers and any bonus tiles you might have gained. So I've got them 3 back. And fill up the card displaying. So these are out of here. Slide everything else along. And fill them up in number order. So we've got 3 carbon, 3 minerals coming out now. More expensive cards, but... I mean, well, 3 carbon for just 2 resources. That's pretty nice going, isn't it? Okay, preparation. My plan was to move along these 2 tiles. I need to have 2 carbon and 2 titanium at the ready, and a research scientist to make it happen. So I think I've kind of decided my cards in advance. Don't know if that's going to work out for me ultimately, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my preparation. Luna has not got enough cards. Just going to pop 2 out. Whenever she runs out of cards, we grab a stage 2 card from a stage 2 selection and shuffle it in with the rest of her level 1s. So a bit of a tougher card is going to get shuffled in there. The easier difficulties, I think, don't ever get these introduced. I think level 1 just doesn't play with the stage 2 cards. And then majorities. Oh, she gets 2 helium. Is that a stage 2? No, that's a stage 1. Okay, so has the most carbon. I've got 2. She's got 4. And has 3 energy. I don't have any. But I do have the majority in titanium. So that's a possibility. She does have 1 research scientist. So that's a bit of a pain. Especially, I don't think I can really stall the research scientist. Having the most titanium, that could be 2 up the Astrogo Enterprises track. No other reward. It was me first, as usual. So shall we just do the scientist to begin with? I don't think I'm going to be flipping up any tiles. No, let's just do the 2 spaces that I'd planned for. The research scientist. Not going to pay to flip anything. Going to move my upload marker. So I've got 2 carbon, 2 titanium. So these 2 tiles are no problem. The one you're stopping on is the reward that you get. So I'm getting the 2. A tie gets the bonus. Oh, you've got a tie for the resources. What did you mean, Matt? I forgot what I've said recently. Apologies. I get the 2 money for this. And then 2 research points. Okay, I wasn't prepared for the research points. Well, actually, if we're having 4 of this and at least 1 titanium, is it going to be possible to get 2 titanium? Well, buy the card and then you'd have 3 titanium. A tie for research scientist. Oh, does get the bonus. Oh. What is it? It's 2 coins for having 1 research scientist. Does that check? No, I don't think I'm going to do it for 2 coins. Thanks though, Matt. I didn't think it did. Right. So I've got 2 research points. I could be going down here, of course. Always tempting to get something on the left and get the bonus from there. There are crossed off A spaces coming up. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to take... I want to take the one that gets me the coin, though. But you can take 2 things. Okay, you win. Let's take this. And I'm going to put them, because this is a no A, so I'm going to put the B there. Because I'm wondering, if I can get 2 titanium, I could skip 4 spaces in one big go. I mean, it's not great rewards, so that's a bit of a downside. If I could get 3 titanium and 2 energy, there's not space for that. But as soon as we go past this point, I unlock my extra card slot, so then it might be easier to do more things. That's what's kind of spurring me on. So that's my 2 research points. I need to get the coin as well, because I did take something from that first bit. He's having a big old stretch there. Fill it up, probably with tiles now ideal to what I've gotten rid of. And the research scientist is done for the day. Luna is gaining 2 credits. Luna gains 2 on the most valuable company track. The most valuable company is Tawak Industries, the one that I'm on. So she now has a share in that and places a bonus marker onto the space matching the card slot. It's a B, so it's going to be the selling a card for money. Not too upset about that, really, because I've got my own private sell a card for money if I really want to do that, which I might. Because I do, before it goes away, I should maybe have done this very first. I want the research scientist for next. I've got a research scientist. Why did I want another one? I don't think I need the research scientist. I've got one in my hand. I don't know why that was at the forefront of my mind, as if I really needed to do that. Okay, we've got 2 of 2 resources. I've got the most titanium, so we could get a bit on this track, but nothing's really happened with this company just yet. Before I get rid of it, it's something to think about perhaps. I do have some decent money, so maybe I want to buy... If I buy this 3 titanium card, I could probably do all of those moves in one big go. Next time. There are these lovely cards here with their shares on them that I'm not buying. But I kind of feel like I want to do that. I'm going to pay 1 for the space and 3 for the card. Credit's gone again. But and points, that's points. I'm going to buy this 3 titanium card. If I get it, I don't think I can get... I could get energy as well, couldn't I? Get this. We could go on that space. Oh. Watch Luna go on that space now. So Luna is gaining 2 more credits. Leave some for the rest of us. Move in upload marker and places a bonus marker on the C space, which is this one. Just in time on that. Okay, other bonus space then. I haven't got 2 credits. I haven't got 2 credits. We can get 2 credits. We can get them. I've got 1 credit. Why don't we... So buying cards with 2. I could buy this 3 carbon. That doesn't sound too bad, really. For having more and better things later, I do like the sound of that. And I can't afford any other cards. I'm tempted to do that. And I could then maybe say goodbye to something like 1 titanium for 4 coins up there. I'm wary that Luna's going to get rid of that. But I also want the coins to go and do that in case she goes in that space. Sell a card. Sell a card. So it was worth 1 plus 3 gives me 4 coins. 4 credits. 4 galactic credits. James, new TV all set up. Nice. What have we had? I want a new TV. I just want a bigger TV. We moved way back in the living room. But actually, I'd say after maybe a couple of days, surprisingly, I got used to it. But I just want the biggest TV possible. Rach has to rein me in on these kind of decisions. She's like, why don't I just get the biggest thing? Doesn't matter if the room or the desk or anything is too small for it, does it? Right, so I've used that bonus marker. Luna is gaining 2 on the second most valuable company track, which now definitely is this, because it's worth 1. Gaining 2 on there, gets herself an extra share, and gains each of the displayed cards that match D, which is this card. Getting the energy card there. That's unfortunate in a way, because that's got a purple share in it, which does count for Luna. But that's okay, she does not get in the way of my plans. Let's get, for 2 coins, this energy. Oh, I don't take the tile yet. For next time, she isn't going to need a card slot, and I think it's going to be great. I wish I'd picked up more research now that involved energy. Move even further. I think that's 5 spaces in one go is pretty nice, though. Oh, we should have... not that it matters, because I'd already earmarked my bonus marker to go somewhere, but close my eyes, look away. It's going to be this on top. Left is bigger. Left gets discarded. Oh, you're moving in 3 weeks, Matt. How's that going? How is the packing of the games? I know it's been a couple of years now since I've moved, but I've still got the mental scars. That's one of the incentives to... I'm not moving anytime soon, but one of the incentives for me to try and make myself cut down as well is you don't ever want to do that again, do you? Like that was a nice realization of I had too much at the time, but I feel like I might be back where I was again. Yeah, it's all good when it's over as well, isn't it? Like it was grim for a good while, but we're in a way better place than we were before. In all aspects, especially like there is a room for filming in now. I'm not setting it up and taking it apart all the time. Rach doesn't have to see all of this equipment when she's just in the living room like before. What am I up to? I've got these cards to spend and I don't really know about... I feel like the carbon is a good deal, isn't it? That's going to help me out. That's going to help me do stuff. It's not going to share on it, I know. I can't spend these 2 together because they're 2 different things. I can get 2 progress on a track. I am leaning towards, ever so slightly leaning towards, moving up this track. 1, 2. Because I get a coin, always lovely. And I've got, when I have energy, I've got +1. You don't just get it just generally. You have to have played an energy card. And then the 3 carbon or 2 movement up a track again. The 3 carbon. The 3 carbon. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. Okay. So dropping out. Flip them face up. Get a stack back. I think it's this one with all the energy and stuff on it. And then where do I want to put stuff? I think... I mean, loading up the carbon together seems nice. Yeah, getting the scientist back eventually. Maybe I don't need the scientist back next time. I could get the temporary one. Luna gets a coin because she passed the line. Which one? Oh, is that what that means? Luna gets the coin. Luna gets a coin from the... Or do we both get a coin because she was already there? I've just given her a coin at the moment. So that's me passing. And then at the end, she discards that. We both do. Thank you. Done my rest index. She discards that, gets her bonus markers back. And then next special research. Oh, so the special research didn't get taken either. I could have had that. It was 2 points. I don't think I had 2 points, did I? I can't do this thing that I'm thinking of, can I? I needed those 2 coins. Oh, I've messed up. I did need... I don't know if there's a different way I could have done that. What card did I buy with money that I wanted so much? I think it was probably vital to the plans. Okay, take back. I was too greedy. The research scientist I do need. It's not that I needed a research scientist. Oh, I've got one in my hand. That's fine. I needed this one because I haven't got the card slots. That is what I needed. Got greedy thinking I could move an extra space. No, we'll just move the 4 that I originally planned for. That's why I needed the thing. Yeah, I need like a little notebook in front of me reminding me why I'd made decisions and to not change them at the last second. Stick with that. So the next plan is available. Take back your bonus markers, including the bonus tile, which we've now decided is a research scientist. So these tiles don't take up slots, and it's all great. Put the card display on the game board, so you go away. And there is like a variant you can play where your cards have to be discarded in the slots that they were played in as well, which I think is the... I'm right in remembering Paul say that was the rule in Mombasa. That was just the base rule, and that's been eased up on for Skymines. Which I much prefer being someone that gets things wrong all the time and, well, in their own plans and wishes that they'd done something slightly differently. Just put it in a slightly different pile. So, new round. The plan is I need 4 minerals and 2 titanium, which I have in this 3. It would be amazing to get to that one if I could get 2 energy, but I can't. It can't be done. Haven't got the slots for it. That's why I needed this research scientist. So that's my 3 cards, but we will unlock this slot and can keep going. Okay, Luna has no such concerns. She plays the next 3 cards. So, immediate bonuses, 2 on the helium. So 10 points for the end of the game now. Has 2 research scientists, 3 minerals, so I do have the most. I have the most titanium as well. I do not have the most scientists. Okay. Time to think. Do I just want to progress and do this while I've got all this stuff available? I'll still have the most minerals and everything next time. Let's see, most minerals when I've got 4, that's 3. Oh, but it's up the purple track. And let's go up 1 on the helium. That'll be my first movement on the helium. Not that exciting. Although having some shares, it might be worth something at some point, maybe. Who knows? I've got no energy to do any expansion with. Having the most titanium is up this track. I've picked a nice little synergy to do a load of steps in one go, but it's maybe sacrificed going up tracks that would be perhaps more beneficial. But maybe we can make some other companies really viable and nice. You don't know, you might. Let's do the research first. So I could pay 2 to flip that up. But I think we could make it happen later. I think there's some nice things brewing. I think that can be made good. We don't need to flip it over. I'm going to move my track. So on my board, you can see I want 2 minerals, at the most 4 minerals for all these spaces, and at the most 2 titanium. I've got 4 minerals, 3 titanium. So I can just skip along all of these, but I only get the reward from the last one that I went on. So I only get 1 coin rather than the lovely 4 that I could have had here. But doing it all in one go, I would like to... You can see the points that I'm racking up. I've got 15 points now for this. I could get 60 if I got to the end of the track. I don't know if I can do that, but, well, theoretically we can. And I also get 1 research point. Rach has just come home, so I think Marty may be leaving us. Okay, for 1 research point, there should definitely be a coin there. That's what that coin was for, I think. Okay, the thing I've got at the moment is for 2 energy and 3 titanium. I don't think that's happening next time. But in theory, if I've already got the energy, yeah, there's that one there, just wants that. If I've already got 3 titanium, would it be hard to get 4 titanium? Oh yes, do not forget, unlock your card slot. I don't get to play on it now, do I? But for the future, I can now have the option of playing 4 cards. Make things easier to do, I think. Again, I'm drawn towards doing the one that would get me... the coin. But I don't think it would work out as well. So I already need 3 titanium and 2 energy. We might get some more research points later as well. I think this one kind of works in well. I would also need a carbon, but yeah, let's assume that's doable. I'm going to take that one with my research points, and that's my turn. Luna is gaining 2 on each of the 2 most valuable tracks. So we know that is... This one gains us each a coin. And then this one is the second most valuable. And then discards the B and C tiles matching the thing. It's B again, so discards these tiles. I haven't refilled the one I took. It's all falling apart. Okay. And then, yeah, that's 2 energy again. If you need 1 carbon, you're probably going to have 2 carbon, aren't you? That's probably one to get. That's Luna done. Okay, I've got a lot of coins. I've got a lot of resources as well. Do I want to take advantage of having the most of these things? It feels like I should. Do I want to get rid of a card? Like maybe just this 1 energy card? It would only get me 3 because it's 0 plus 3. That's something I lean towards. See, next time, can I do some research again? I could have 2 energy there. I wouldn't have me 3 titanium, would I? Probably can't. There's no way of getting 3 titanium here. Okay, we're not researching next time then. Don't worry about that. We could do a load of energy, couldn't we, in theory? Get this and just do loads. I mean, yeah, there's a real advantage of having field scientists as well. This special field scientist down here moves you twice on the helium track, plus 1 for every extra field scientist you've got. So there is like a big advantage to building them up. You can get like 60 points from this track as well. Yeah. Do I particularly want to buy a card? Do I particularly want to get rid of a card? Do I just want to go for the majorities up here? I mean, ooh. Actually, yeah, let's go for the majority of having minerals. I've got 4 minerals, so I would get 3 movement on this track. I've got a share in this company that's worth nout. And I also get a movement on the helium track. Have I had any before? I feel like at some point I said I only had 1. Maybe I was talking about that. Because if I can move 2 up this track, when I buy cards with minerals, they get 1 cheaper. So I could potentially buy 2 3-cost cards with these. Hey, Ryslin. How's it going? Oh, you're welcome. I think, like I say, I only played Mombasa once the year it came out. So a long, long time ago. I remember practically nothing about it. Some things about the tracks are kind of ringing bells. So I can't do any kind of comparison thoughts. But yeah, I'm enjoying Skymines. You could use your 3 titanium to maybe... Oh, I need 2 movements. There's no card that only costs 1. Yeah, maybe next time, move on this track and then buy some expensive cards with these minerals. Nice to move up tracks as well. What's Luna doing though? Hey, Rach. You want to jump in Skymines?
No.
What do you remember about Mombasa, Rach?
Nothing.
No, we played it. What year did it come out? 2015? So yeah, we played it about 7.5 years ago, probably. 7? Is that right? Yeah. Ages ago, innit? On the company track, where Luna leads by the highest margin, this one, she gains 2. So gets 2 coins. Marty's probably going to follow you down for some food, Rach.
Not having any.
He's been good. Then she expands that company. So it's going to be this one. It's this, isn't it? And it's max, so the biggest numbers that she can expand to. Well, adjacent, she's got 13, 8, 19, which means now she can expand to 20, which is the new biggest number. Yes. So it goes in those spaces. And that's it for her action. So what am I going to do? I'm very tempted. Like, yeah, I've got majority in titanium, which is moving up this track, but I don't think that's going to get me anywhere. I feel like some live Marty fuss. But I feel like that's going to be the end of the Marty cam. You can look at his lovely blanket. Yeah, I feel like this is okay. What do you reckon? 1, 2, 3 spaces. Spend all the movement to get in this. I can split it up as well, can't I? I definitely want 2 movement there to get me into this section. That's a coin. Another one. I do kind of want to keep up here. But I'm not... It is going to be a kind of profitable company, isn't it? Maybe we want to keep this one profitable and have kind of control over all of that stuff. So they're both the most profitable company now. Yeah, let's move another one up there. Yeah, so that's my 3 titanium spent. Luna's final card. Gains 2 coins. And an upload marker. And places a bonus marker onto the D space, which is buy a card. I was thinking about that. I've got a lot of money. I can buy cards with these, though. So I could buy a card that costs 6, because now, when I buy cards with minerals, they are discounted by 1. So I could buy 1 really expensive card. I'm kind of thinking 2 that cost 3. Like, there's a research scientist right there. I do have research scientists, though. What's this field what do these field scientists do? Is it for every share you have in that company? They move you extra on the helium track. Where's the what the cards do bit? I thought it was on the back. But I don't think it is. That tells you what all the tracks do. And for every 2... Oh, how many gas collectors are in the area owned by that company? Okay, there's the gas collectors of these areas. Okay. So yeah, not very good because they haven't expanded at all. So probably not a good one to take. Yeah, I want to have... I've kind of got the 3 minerals and stuff later. Like, having shares in that company would be quite nice. You can only buy one card at a time. And it is going to get cheaper, isn't it? There's no maybe rush to do that. Like, this company's not worth anything. This company's worth something, but again, it's going to get a bit cheaper as we come down. Maybe have. I think a 3 mineral card's going to be nice to have. And it only costs me 1. So I've got, because I'm paying with minerals and this ability here. So I've got 1 to move up a track with. Let's keep moving up this track. Oh, Luna's finished. Oh, we could have seen actually which card is getting discarded, because I could do the bonus on the... Oh, I already did the bonus on that. I don't care what's getting discarded, really. It is going to be the left. So it doesn't affect my majorities anyway. Got my bonus markers that I'm not sure what to do with. Selling a card, I'm picking up like cards, so getting rid of them for credits is kind of alright, isn't it? We could just try and play like loads of energy next time. Now I've got that extra card slot, pick this up, so I'll be able to do more. Could have just been picking up the field scientist just so like play this one and go load up the helium track. But with this we can pick up another card that costs up to 3 because of the discount. So it's pretty much any of these ones. Another research scientist, kind of nice, and it's got 3 research points. This would just be for the share, wouldn't it? Although having more minerals, if minerals get me discounted cards, it'd be nice to have more, wouldn't it? But I've got the 3 minerals here. That's probably going to be enough to be buying stuff tomorrow. Well, next round, tomorrow. Maybe we could do this next time. Buy the titanium, so it only cost 1. Rather than 2, so I've got a spare 1 to move on tracks again. I've got 2 shares up there now. I've still got 2 bonus things. So let's pay 2 credits to have 2 energy. Don't pick that up yet. And then finally, sell a card to make some more credits. We could just have this just for 2 helium. Move up it bit by bit. Make one of your cards worth 1 more than it was before. I think that... Yeah, that's going to be okay. That'll free up a card slot, I think. That's what I'm doing. So, dropping out. Which pile am I picking up? I think... So what do I need? I've kind of got the carbon and stuff. I'm going to pick up this. I want the energy. Pick up the one with energy in it. And then I'm going to put you there, you there, you there. And then discard this. Bonus markers go back to everyone. Next thing gets revealed. And, oh, the card display. They get discarded. You all slide along. And new ones come out. Got a 3 energy, a 3 minerals, a 3 titanium, another 3 energy. Also, coming up with shares in the companies. I probably want to keep buying stuff. So then maybe I should have gotten the minerals back. I've got a 3 minerals for next time though, haven't I? I want to get some research points. So, oh, you should go back because you have been used and you should have come back when I took the things. Right. Okay, planning. I haven't got the tile anymore, so we need to put a research scientist down. Oh, and I get this. My bonus marker was there, don't forget that. So I can play I can put this on any one of my turns. I can put this on a card and make it worth +1 of whatever it makes. But yeah, once I've decided which one is worth more, that's how it stays. So that can give me the 3 of that I need. 3 carbon, no problem. I would like to have more energy and put loads of buildings out, but 3 minerals will also help me buy things. And I could... But it would be nice to get more tiles first. You have to spend all your energy in one go, though. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I would just like more tiles first. But it's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen. I'm probably just going to move these 2 spots, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that's how it's going to be. Luna has got 1, 2, 3 down there. Have they played their number 2 card yet? No, so it's one of these. And then an extra one gets put in, and we shuffle up. And we've got majority cards up here. Oh, she's beating me on energy. What's going on? Energy and carbon. Right. And she's got 1 scientist. So I could do the scientist thing, but I've only played 1 scientist, so it would just get me 2 credits. I'm not so excited about that for majorities. Before I get spending things then, I think maybe we will do the research scientist. So not flipping over any tiles. I have got 2 energy. I'm going to use that on the titanium. I've got 3 titanium. I've got a carbon, so I can move to these ones. I've got 20 points there on here, and I've got 2 research points. Kind of tempting to get one of the round markers. That seems doable. I've got ways of selling stuff for money, haven't I? Yeah, I'm going to take that. It's an extra 10 points if I stop on that. Do I have to stop on that? Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's not an A as well, because an A can't go there. Like, it just gives you a load of points. Are they... Do you just get them at the end of the game for going past it, or do you have to land on it still? I think you could just get them if they're face up, do you? Oh, that you've reached or passed. Yeah. You don't have to end up on them to get the points. So you kind of just want to go past them if you can. Right, so that's that done. Luna is... Oh, here's a level 2. On each of the 2 company tracks on which Luna leads by the highest margin, she gains 2 points. So the biggest margin she's leading by, only leading on 1. So you can definitely gain 2 on there. What if you're only leading on 1? Track where I share the lead. So that's going to be here, isn't it? 2 spaces on there. And if she didn't share the lead anywhere, it'd be the one who's least behind, I think it said then. Okay. Then she expands on each of these companies, starting with the less valuable. So it's going to be 2 min. So it's 2 buildings in the smallest numbered slots, the vacant ones. So it's going to be 7, and then you're 11, so 8. And then we've got this one. So we'll take this one, right? And then this one. So min, the smallest numbers available, I mean, that's 4. And then you are not available. And then 3. Hemming me in here. Hopefully get some of them put back, although I've got a bit of a stake in yellow. Okay, that's that. That's the level 2 card. Scary. I can do a bit of expansion. I've got 2 energy to do some expanding with. I haven't got the most energy at the moment. Or the most carbon. I have got the most minerals and titanium if I wanted to do either of those. Not necessarily. It would be nice to do... Well, I've got 2 energy. Yeah, I could get 2 research points here. And then a helium and a movement up the purple track. That's tempting. Got 3. Yes, thanks, Matt. Don't forget the bonus. I have got 3. So I could put 3 buildings out for purple. Oh, so have I got... Do you have to have the clear max on these things? Or is it all... If you share, you can have it? Would I go for that? 2 up this track and a coin. I'm not too sure, actually. What I'd do. So we could be making purple a bit profitable here. Yeah, energy. I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Sharing's good enough. Should I have done that first? No, I don't think I want the energy one. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get a helium and move up the purple track, and then 3 research points. So I need to have 5 money to progress. So I haven't really got... I probably don't want another one of these, because then that's going to get into scary money territory. But I can have an A in the next 2 spots. There's something that kind of goes together and would kind of fit with getting a sneaky coin. I think these 2, and maybe this B later. I want your coin. I want it now. Put them in the next 2 slots. A couple more come out. That's probably all right. Oh, have an upside down one, please. On all of them. See, we're filling it up. Right, we've got 2 more rounds. What are we going to do when that's done? What was that? That was energy. Okay, that was doing all that, and I'm the only one with a share in this company so far. Luna is gaining the displayed card from the Space Marked X. I don't know if I wanted that. And afterwards, the displayed card with the most valuable share. Okay, so shares in yellow. If there are more than one, the one from the lowest space number. So a yellow share you can get here and here. Lowest number is 7. I probably would have thought about buying that, you know. Cost 4. I've got my 3 minerals here giving me the discounts. That probably would have been the one I bought. They've just got another share worth 1, 2, 3, 5 at the moment. 5 points. Okay. We can do other stuff though. We can make other companies worth money, can't we? Can't we? I've got all of my resources. They're all separate, unfortunately. Next time, if I get money, can I progress if I was to get the temporary research scientist? There is a research scientist that can be purchased, of course. So I was kind of like to get rid of a card and get some money so I can afford to go over this space. Yeah, the field scientist for red, they've got 2 domes right there. Could probably get some more. I mean, I'm not very far on that track, but that's a share right there, isn't it? I've got all my bonus markers. Let's sell this 0 energy. I'm never going to put it out. Get 3 coins for that. So now I've got 8 coins. So I've got a little bit to play with if I want to do something else with my bonus markers. Luna is on the company. She leads by the highest margin. This one, surely. Gains 2. And then is expanding to min. So, smallest numbers. Are it always just available ones? Yeah, it's only if none of the available sectors are vacant. So we've got a 13. That's going to be the lowest number, isn't it? This is like, yeah, this is 17. 13, which is unlocked to 12. Okay, yeah, we'll have to do something to yellow. Or just take advantage and get some shares in it. And we could buy, that's all the coins I've just gained gone though, isn't it? It's 5 coins there, plus 1 for doing the action to get a yellow share. I didn't buy that last time, did I? I said it would slide down and then I didn't buy it when I had the chance. There's still there's blue shares available. Oh, played all the cards. Which majority's going? Because this might affect something that I'm doing. I don't think it will. I suppose if the energy goes, I could do that bonus. That would now be available again. Because actually having +2 energy for everything wouldn't be too shabby, would it? Leftmost one's going. I've now got the majority in carbon. Does that affect things? That puts me at the T track. The blue track. I think that does, actually. So I've got 3 carbon. 3 gets me 3 steps. And later on, we've got a bonus space here. If you destroy a carbon card, you get the value +8 for selling. So that's pretty nice. Just got to move another 4 spots to get to there. So I've got all of these cards left. I've got 1 bonus marker. I think next time I want a research scientist. I've still got the money to go up that bit, and I'll have time to deal with it next round, I think, a little bit. So just spending the stuff, moving on tracks and things. It would be nice to be up there. It's tempting to move on that a couple of times. Do some expansion next time, I think, as well as this. So I could buy something worth 4 with this. Which could be, another 3 minerals. Able to keep getting stuff on discount. But I'm kind of thinking shares. Like this field scientist, even if I don't play him, that's a share in a company that's only worth 2, but it's going to be worth more, I promise. And then I can buy things worth 3, at least. Well, there's an energy card that's worth 3. Are we not moving on any tracks with any of this money? There's a red share. And that's another energy card. There's another research scientist right there if you want one so badly. Let's move on something. Another 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Is nearly in that last section. So selling a carbon card next time might be very possible. Okay, we've got to get another discard pile going now, though. Okay, I'm going to take back this one, just because it gives me loads of things. And then we will stack up you there, you there, you there, you there. Okay. Discard that, get back your bonus things. that comes out. Do the cards. A lot more cards taken than normal. 4s. Well into the C's now. And 3s that give you shares. We saw earlier. And then, very cheap 3s. And then, it's a bit that you're forgetting. I don't think there is. Oh, put this back is maybe one thing. Oh, and get your research scientist. So I've taken my research scientist perhaps a bit prematurely, which means I'm going to want to have I can't do it. I haven't got... Okay, misplanning a bit here. I could spend 2 to flip it over, I guess. I haven't got minerals. I've only got a 1 mineral rather than a 2. Then I need to do that. So that's a bit of a misstep. Probably could have bought a minerals as well. That one's probably not affordable, though. I think it was over here. Probably was affordable. So we probably want some energy. I don't think it's worth playing the field scientists. I just bought them for the share, I think. Thanks, Rach. I want a carbon to sell. I've got this 2 carbon. That could be worth 10 if I just move that track a little bit. Moving on that track wants you to have the majority in carbon. So do I want to play a little bit of it? And then maybe just some more energy, do some aggressive expansion this round, perhaps. Not massively aggressive, but a little bit aggressive. I think that. Annoyed about that. Annoyed at myself. So Luna. Is going up 4 on helium. You're kidding me. Has got a lot of resources out. I've got the majority on carbon, though, which is what I wanted, actually. I'm tempted to just do that first. Although, it's never going to go on that. There's no rush, is there? It's always going to be available. But then selling the space to sell the carbon for 8 more than it's normally worth is available. Because the research doesn't require anything, really. She's got 2 scientists, so I haven't got the majority of that. But I've only got 1 scientist anyway, so that's not a great bonus. I've got the most energy, though, because I've got 4. So I would be able to go up 3 on this track and get a money. I've got the most titanium, too. So that would just be 2 up this track. Okay, not as exciting majority things just yet. For as long as I don't spend the carbon, I'll always have that. I kind of don't want to expand first. I kind of want to expand... But I can expand and put things back in this column to get them further away from there. Yeah, let's spend the energy. Are you going to do that bonus thing? 3 on this track. Company's still worth a lot, even after I've put stuff back. Yeah. Probably regret this. 1, 2, 3. I've got another share in that company. Luna is getting 2 coins and an upload and puts a bonus marker out on B. Can't have the field researcher next time. Okay, let's spend the energy then. I've got 4 energy. Gotta spend it all in one go. It's got to all be on one company. So I've got the most shares in blue, surely, haven't I? Haven't I got blue on my... Yeah, I've got blue on my energy card there as well. Is there any available right now? Yeah, there. Expensive. Did I get a coin for the energy bonus? Coin, thanks, Matt. And also, I've got more than 4, haven't I? I've got 5 because of where I am. So 5 energy, and I think let's spend it all. I've got loads of shares in blue. And so it doesn't cost extra, right, to go in spaces where other people are. You just knock them out of there. So have I got shares in pink, even? I don't know if I have. I wouldn't mind going one up the track, though. There's one, and that's unlocked my perma thing. Getting more research points. Oh, it's one extra to knock out a building. Picking blue's a bit of a downside there, then, isn't it? Because of where you're locked in. You're not going to be able to do 3 buildings, are you? I suppose if you knocked them out of there, you could then go in there for free. Because you can expand with purple a lot easier. You've nearly got 2 shares in purple. Which isn't another one kind of readily available to buy. Because I could just kind of knock out here a bit. So yeah, there's just a lot of double lines in these areas for expanding and overwriting, isn't there, really? Like, this space doesn't give you anything, but lets you get to this space that does give you something. Yeah. Let's do that. Thanks, Rach. So the benefits is going to be 3 movement up the blue track. So 2 coins. Yeah. Not too sure about my decision there. But it puts back this. So it's worth 1 less coin. And then puts back that, which doesn't change the value of the company. Still a bit hemmed in, but I have to just try and sort that out later. Luna is gaining 2 on each of the 2 most valuable company tracks, which is these 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And discards the B and C in the C slot, which is these. Okay. Then, buying cards. I mean, there's a yellow share right there. It's 4, though. You can't afford that. I didn't get any minerals out. And we've got the coins to buy it, haven't we? Maybe we do that. Just think, stop them getting it as well. I'm going to buy that, so it's going to be 5 altogether, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Haven't got the 5 for this anymore, but we've still got a bonus marker. We can buy it. Yeah, and take this. And it's a 3 energy. Might help me with some expansion later. I don't know, though. Luna is gaining 3 money and 4 helium, and places a bonus marker onto the bonus space matching D, which is this one. Not getting the research scientist next time. I wasn't going to. So, I'm free to do what I like now, aren't I? In terms of majorities, it's not affecting me anyway. I'm not going to go for a majority space. I'm going to go for earn a bit of money by getting rid of a carbon card. It is a lovely 2 carbon card, but this lovely 2 carbon card, I'm going to be short on carbon next time if you sell this. And don't you need it? Oh. Okay, my surefire way of getting loads of things. Oh yeah, Luna's unlocked its slots now. Got both of that movement this time. Actually, maybe should have unlocked that one before. Ah, not bothered. That one it definitely just got. I feel like it just got about 20 helium movement this round, though, out of nowhere. Yeah, if you sell this carbon in your hand... I was going to get this one so I'd have a research scientist next time. I can still get some carbon there, though. Okay, first, before we sell a card, let's use the carbon. No, let's use the titanium, which is a 3 value, to get this carbon card for 2 + 1, 3. Now I can sell this with my bonus. So I get the value on the card, 2 + 8, a lovely 10 credits. And these are points. And now I've got 2 carbon. So 2 up a track. I could buy any of these 3. And you've got a red share on you. I'll probably want to do the research. So do I want to... I could flip a tile and not have to worry about the minerals, but I don't think that's really a big worry. A big worry is that I'm only getting 1 research point, and I can only put an A there now. I don't think I'm flipping a tile. We'll just go there, which costs me 5 coins. And then I get 1 research point. So at the very end, what am I going to have? Probably going to have energy. Minerals seems doable. That's a B. You could put... Oh, you can get a B with a 1. That's okay. Okay, then next time, what minerals are we going to have? We're going to have 3 minerals. And we're going to have 2 energy to satisfy the other thing. Are we going to have 2 energy, or have you spent it? No, you've got it. You've got it. This, then. Just thinking I might have to jump ahead, but I forgot the bees only cost 1 as well. Okay, that's okay. Right. What's left? Just the 2 carbon. Do I want to pick up some more minerals? The field scientist with a share. It's a company that's worth 1. It's only 1 point, but it might be worth more later. Or do I want to move up a track, getting more shares potentially in, say, this company that I'm making worth loads? Yeah. 1, 2. Right. So pick up a discard pile. It's going to be this one, so I've got a research scientist. Should maybe have done a bit of helium to try and get this slot. Then discarding things. There, I think. Discarded. Bonus markers. Oh, this is the last round. I'm not getting to the end of my research track then, am I? I'm getting fairly far. Okay, a bit worried about it now. I thought we were on 5 for some reason. Right. Have I done all of the bits? No, you haven't done nearly all of the bits. You have done nearly all the bits, to be fair. Just got to get some cards out. Here we go. The Ds. They're just pure shares. Are we going to see the E's? There aren't many Ds. We're going to see the E's as well. Slightly more expensive shares. Okay, then. So I'm probably not going to get the 50 for the tiles, because I don't think there's a way of getting another tile. Unfortunately. Right then. So, to move at all, I'm going to have... So is it worth doing it for 10 points? Can you get 10 points somewhere else and just not think about any of this? So we've got a lot of buy card power with minerals. We could sell the carbon for 10. We want to move up that track, which would be easier with a load of carbon. I haven't got loads of carbon. I have got 4, though. Yeah, 4 is the most you're getting. Because that would give me 3 movement up that track. Then I'd only need 2 more movements to get to the very top of it. I wonder if it's worth just... I suppose it's three coins as well, so it's 13 coins for getting to the top of that. But you've got to have had the energy to do it. Now I've got the other stuff. I could just do without that, couldn't I, and have 2 energy. But it's not a massive amount of expansion, is it? Do I just forget this and do more expansion or grab more cards by putting more minerals out? I think forget the 10. I think we can make that 10 points. 1 share, though, is less than 10 points. 10 points is quite a bit. I think you're underestimating. I don't think you need to move all the way up that, because it's costing you 10 points to get 3 more shares in it, and it's not worth a massive amount at the moment. I think do your research. See what you can do with the rest of it. It's more than 1. Yeah, get... Which... More than 1 share? 12. What's 12, sorry? Oh, I'm missing a B. $15. Oh, because they're worth 5 each. I get you. Yeah, because you'd get 3. You'd get 3 more shares that are worth 5 each right now. So it'd get you 15, but cost you 10. So it'd only get you 5. I'm just thinking, rather than getting all the way to the end of that, am I better off? I mean, just buying a share in it gets me 5, doesn't it? Can I pick these up for kind of cheap and get up? I could probably do both. Because buying that with minerals would cost nothing, and you'd have the 3 points to progress. You probably could do it. Go with it. We'll do the research. I'm not going to work it out. Tell me later whether I should have just put something else out and bought another card. Seeing as a lot have got shares on them. So it's shares in T rather than S, which is worth... Well, actually, they're worth the same at the moment, aren't they? Maybe we'll get something with the expansion. Let's not think about it anymore. Because Luna's getting a big turn. An extra level 2's going in there. You're not actually great at this game. It's yet to be determined whether I am. Although I don't think you could say great, could you? I'm playing against the easy. Right, let's see. Majorities. Oh, they're getting something. Moving on the cloud. They're getting 15 points off there. Okay. We've got the stuff for research. I haven't done that wrong, ever. Okay, I haven't got the majority of scientists. I haven't got the majority of... Oh, I have of carbon. So I don't need to take advantage of that right away, do I? And before you get buying cards, you want to Although it is tempting, you know, to just spend 4 coins grabbing this straight away. We're both the most valuable share, though. They'd take something cheaper than that. You could just spend 2 coins on that. I don't know if that's the best thing to do. Your expansion points, you might be better off expanding purple or something. Unfortunately, don't have a carbon card to sell either for me. Big +8 points on here. I haven't got 10 coins as well, is a downside. So moving up some track somewhere might help with that. Well, I'm miles away from getting coins from any of them. There's coins in some of these, isn't there? Like maybe it's a good idea to expand purple rather than anything else. Get a couple of purple shares. So you could make purple worth 4. You've nearly got 2 shares of it already. What to do first? I've not got a majority of energy. I've got 3 to 4. Having locked in all of the cards for the things has made the decision of what to do first no easier. It would start clicking into place. It has not. I think buy a card is at risk of the space being gone in the first place and like the card to take. They're not going to choose to take that one because it's not the most valuable company. They might choose to take this one because it only costs 1 and it's worth 5 points. So yeah, I'll spend 2 to get 5 and stop them getting a very easy card. They weren't going to do that. They gain 3 coins and 3 on the least valuable company track, which is this one. They've got a share in it, and then they expand that company 3 spaces. Max. So that's the only option at the moment that's unoccupied. So what about when they're all occupied? So choose a sector with the highest number that contains an outpost of the reachable company on whose track I'm farthest behind. So the biggest number that belongs to blue then, essentially. So that's going to be 8, isn't it? Looking from I don't know why I'm taking it from a different column. 8 from pink's perspective. So they're knocking me out of there. It's still worth 5. Yeah, they have to pay for the last space. Okay. Hopefully don't get knocked out of another space again. So if you want these things available, you better do the research. Not going to flip any things. Moving the marker, I've got 2 energy, I've got 3 green, I've got 2 blue, so that's all fine. I get 3 coins. Oh, there's the coins I need to get to the last space up there. And we get 2 research points. I don't know that there's no point, right? There's no like need to pick anything in specific. I mean, you might as well just pick the one that's worth a coin and something else, because I can't move anymore. I haven't got any more research scientists or opportunities to do any of that. Luna is going 2 on the second most valuable company. So would that be purple because they're tied? Or would it be they're tied, so the second one alphabetically is the one that she picks? Yellow, so you think the second one alphabetically. Okay, so 2 on that track. And gains each of the B cards, which is this card. That's a purple share. Which company would you expand, though, if not purple? She's got a share in purple now. But I can get more shares, maybe. Okay, I've got the most carbon for now. So probably want to get that 3 movement there. 1, 2, 3. Because that's another share. Luna is getting 2 coins and an upload, and puts a bonus marker on C, which is there. Then I think buying cards is kind of important. So you give me 4 carbon. I don't need the majority anymore. So I'll buy this yellow share. Going to potentially be the most valuable company at the end. And I've still got... I don't know if I'll get to the end of that. I've got a movement. So I don't think I do want to spend it getting to the end. The company's potentially going to be worth less as well, if any more expanding happens somewhere else. I think I want to move up this. Because purple's worth 2. It's maybe going to be worth 4 by the time I've finished. I think it could be worth 4. Depending on how expansion and things go. And I want that. Let's see what I can do. Then Luna is going up 2 on the 2 most valuable. So I have to pay 10 there. And then it's discarding the latest special research and the A research plan matching the letter. Okay. Still got a bonus marker. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be for yet. Maybe it's just going to be selling a card for some points. Selling a card that doesn't have a share on it. If you're going to expand, you might want to do it now. Probably didn't need to spend your movement point on that, you know, because you're going to get it from this. Okay. Move up there then. Yeah, from last movement. I will expand purple. 2 point. Oh, no, I've got 3 points, haven't I? Oh. Oh yeah, I can make purple with 5. I can't go in enough spaces. I can. 1, 2, 3. Because these are all single lines. I know he's got a share in purple. But I could maybe get another one. Next time. Because that gets me a discount. And then I'd have a spare one to move the last space on that track. Oh no, that's a space. That's a space. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Maybe we'll get more on here. Yeah, expansion bonuses. Let's move on. Let's stick with the decision. 2 on there, 2 on there, 1 coin, 2 from here. Take this, I suppose. Oh, you can just have coins, can't you? Can't you just have a coin instead of taking a research? Like in the normal game? Like, you don't have to be full to do that, do you? So instead of taking these 2 tiles, I should have just been taking coins. Because the first one got me a coin anyway, didn't it? Because there was a coin there. Yeah, I just need to be taking coins with those research points. Yeah, a coin is a research point. Okay. Right. Is it my... No, I've just done expansion, haven't I? Okay. I think that was the best thing to do. Luna gains 2 coins. 2 on the most valuable company track, which is all of them. But actually, I assume... Would she pick this one because she can't move up that one? No, I think she tries to move up that track because it's the first alphabetically, and because she can't, she gets 2 coins for every space that she can't move. So gets 4 coins instead of moving up that track, which is points. And then places a bonus marker on space E down there. Okay, we've got 3 minerals. Is it better to have 2 movement up there? We've worked out will gain me 5 points. 3 movement here gets me nothing, nothing, nothing. The extra movement is worth absolutely nothing. That's not still... That's 1 space. It's 1 space. You're fine. You can do both. Yeah. 3 minerals gets me a discount on a card. Get this share for 2 instead of 3. 1 more space. Zip. I thought the 10 was a space for some reason. For a minute. We've already seen that it isn't when they move past. And with your eyes, looking at the tracks themselves. 10 to get past that point. I've got another 3 shares on blue. And I've... Oh, they shuffle their things up. I'm not... I suppose I would have had majority on minerals. Maybe if they get rid of a card. Would I have done that? To get 2 on here? No. So it doesn't really matter what they get rid of. I've got a bonus. So I could either sell a card for +3. None of this is worth anything, is it? Or get a research point, which is just a coin. So sell a card for +3. Not something with shares on it, thank you. So the most valuable card that I've got that isn't going to lose me a share is this minerals. Unfortunately, I haven't got a carbon to sell. I'd love to sell you a carbon. But that gets me 5 points as well. So I think that's going to have to do it. We don't need to do the discard and stuff, do we, at the end? Because it's just the end. Yeah, after the action phase. So we need to... We've got a lovely... Where's my pen? Got a lovely pad. So I am diamond. And Luna is circle. And so first of all, you sum up your coins. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then Luna has 10, 15, 18, 20. Getting him left, right, and centre though, won't she? Then it is the companies. So you need to get your cards, like from your stacks and everything. Basically just for the shares, I think, isn't it? So let's get my cards organised, and Luna's actually. just into share. What's got shares on and what's not? You've got blue. You've got blue. Yellow, blue, purple, yellow. A few extra shares there. Thought I had more, to be honest. I think I bought a lot of resources, though, to try and do stuff, didn't I? Luna's got 2 purple. Oh, I already had a purple. Yeah, might not have been wise raising that. Although I've got 3 in total, so I've made that a little bit better. Forgot about the one she got earlier, though. And so, scoring each of the companies. Astrago is worth 2 coins. And I have no shares in it. Luna has 1 share in it because of where she is on the track. So gets, I don't know why I've written the number 1 there. It's because I was saying it. Gets 2 coins because it's worth 2 money. Then Tawak Industries is worth 5. Has been for a good while. I have 8, 9, 10, 11 shares in that company. So I have 55 points there. And I think Luna's really missed a trick on Tawak Industries. Has 2 shares for 10 points. Although, I wonder if the same's going to happen here. I have got some cards to try and make it up. Skymine Industries is also worth 5 coins. I have 3, 4, 5 shares for 25. And Luna has 8, 9 shares for 45. I think I've still, yeah, I had 45 more there. She's only got 20 more here. That might do it. Minerva Corp is worth 5 coins per share. I've got 2, 3. So that's going to be 15. And Luna has 2 for 10. Then it's going to be, it's just check I'm not getting the symbols wrong, but I think it's just the research track and the helium track, isn't it? Yeah, helium first, then research track, plus your special tokens. So we've got the helium track. I mean, Luna has gone wild on that. And 25 points to my 0. And then on the research track has managed 15. Okay, this might do it then. I've got 40. I'm feeling quietly confident now with all of this going on. So let's have a look over here. So Luna's got, what, 32, 77, 87, 112, 137. Can't write straight along. And I've got 65, 90, 105, 145. Oh, I have the research target's worth points. I had another 10 points. 50. I forgot the total that I said. 50. Doing this with an erasable pen. It's got another side to it. What did I have? 65, 90, 105, 155. So not like a clean sweep. Not an embarrassment to Luna. But I'm pretty pleased with that, especially at the points I thought it was all falling apart. So you can see, yeah, I can see how with more Lunas, there's just more to think about, isn't there? Like, I imagine it would be more like shifting. Like, maybe not more dynamic is the wrong word, but things would change a lot more. Like, to be fair, not massive amounts of expansion went on either of these companies. Whereas I suppose if you had 4 players, Luna or not, then everyone doing the same amount of expansion, which wasn't particularly a massive amount from either of us, would have double the effect on whether they're spreading them out between the companies or really, a couple of players really trying to focus on one, getting a load of shares in there and trying to make it worth the most and simultaneously making everyone's worth a bit less. Have I counted it wrong, Steve? It's very, very possible I've counted it wrong. I'm going to trust you. Out of the 2 of us. All the glory is yours, Matt. Put yourself down next time. You're very good at Skymines. We've seen the evidence for it. Well, there we go. That is Skymines. Let me know if you want to see some more of it in future. This is like third, I think, in this month's vote. Maybe I should put it in next month's vote again and see if you would like to see the web app. We'll do the web app and put 3 lunars in it. Why not? And see what that does. I don't know if that's going to be even... Should I just put 3 lunars in it and not put the difficulty up? Maybe we put 3 lunars in it. We shuffle all of this around. I don't know if I should venture into like the belt side of it instead. I even know what that changes really. But like there's like the little expansion modules as well. You know, I would... Yeah, what's going to make it better? Playing on the I mean for you to see, not for me to play. Playing on the belt side with modules, or maybe just do like stay on this side, add a module, and we play with 3 lunars to see how it's like with a more crowded space. But let me know. I'll put it in the vote anyway. Which we have a vote every month on Patreon. It's if this month's anything to go by, it's really close and changing constantly. I think Heat was the clear winner, but other than that, everything else has got like pretty much a vote between them. I think Starship Captains is next. I think we're going to be doing that live next week. I think there's going to be a top 10 most anticipated of 2023. Saying it like it's not me doing the videos in it. I should try to remember what I've promised. There's going to be a playthrough going up on Patreon, hopefully tomorrow, of Heat just with no expansion, which I know is a weird way around of doing it. I just realised after I'd done the live playthroughs with all of the modules in it, like I don't want that to put anyone off that thinks maybe, oh, it's a lot going on all at once. You can see how you could strip it back, and it's a really, really accessible, it's just a fantastic game. So that's going to be on the main channel next week, I think, but I don't know, I wanted to anyway, but especially after Ricky Roll did a nice little retweet of the little championship we had last week. I really want to do another one. I'm worried about just doing too much of one game. I really liked my little racing championship. I'd like to do a little live, even if we just do one race of 1962. But we'll see what happens. Definitely some Starship Captains. Definitely top 10 most anticipated. There'll be more live. This is just the only live this week because things happened. It's just stuff got to be done, innit? Birthdays are happening, family things, and taxes, which thankfully are out of the way for another year. Now, you shouldn't leave it till near the deadline and do it all in one go. But I do, although I have done most of this year's now. So I'll appreciate that this time next year. Ooh, it's a relief. I don't really mind looking at numbers and stuff, but the drag when you have to do anything, innit? But yes, we are free of all of that from next week, I think. So yeah, we'll have some more playing of things, and hopefully I'm going to be able to record something else before the week's out as well. So yeah, there's early stuff on Patreon. You'll get to vote on stuff. There will be a new vote. Oh, we're going to have a live Games of the Month next week as well, because it's February next week, isn't it? Oh, there's no time for all of this. We might be having a vote next week, actually. We'll sort it all out, though. You can see me post on Patreon, try and post on social media and stuff when the lives are going to be as well. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for supporting me in all of the ways, for helping me along in Skymines, and yeah, just being there in general ways. I will see you, well, in pre-recorded form. I'll see you on Patreon hopefully tomorrow, but in live form I will return Tuesday. I think we'll be doing the top 10, which is that still January? Yeah, you can still anticipate all of 2023 from January. Well, when you're into your Euros and they all come out in October, I think we're all right. Trouble is, most of them don't get announced until like summertime, do they? Anyway, I'm rambling on. Thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, bye, bye.